All right, I have a very special delivery here. I want to thank Hudson Valley Jewelry and Loan at HV Pawn. You guys gave me such an incredible deal, and I'm so excited that I was able to make this deal with you guys and get this. So let's open this up and let me show you guys what they sent me. And if you're wondering where my knife is, so am I. I had it this morning and I put it down. I used it, I put it down, and for the fucking life of me, I can't remember where I put it down. And I spent literally like half an hour looking for it, and I couldn't find it. And I just was like, well, it'll turn up, but Jesus Christ, I can't put any more time into looking this. So I'm having one of those kinds of days. Opening things without it is not nearly as cool or sexy. And if you guys are not following at HV Pawn, please do so. They have great content, and again, they gave me an incredible deal. All right, so what these are sterling silver sets, but these are not just any sterling silver sets. Dear viewer, what does that say? That says Tiffany Company. This is an entire sterling silver set of Tiffany Company. I should say an entire Tiffany Company sterling silver flatware set. Look at that. Tiffany Company, New York. Right, so this Tiffany Company set they messaged me about last week. It's about 38 ounces. I'll lay it all out here in a sec. And I offered them 25% over melt because I really don't want to be buying stuff over melt, but Tiffany Company stuff is really nice. And they showed me an example. The fork, the knife, the spoon, and the salad fork, and like the dessert spoon, like the 5 or 6 piece set, $600. And there's 5 of them in here. 5 full sets. So potentially upwards of $3,000, and I paid $1,070 for it. The deal was they wanted me to shout them out and shout them out and shout them out. So again, at HV Pawn, thank you guys so much. Please go follow them. Let them get their money's worth on this, because I did offer them more and they said, we'll just give you a good deal if you shout us out. Oh my, so fancy. So fancy. So here's everything I got. I got 9 little spoons, 4 big spoons, 3 salad forks, 6 dessert spoons, 4 knives. Now we've covered this before, the knives, only this part is sterling, this is stainless steel. But again, because you got this Tiffany Company stamp, it makes it so much more valuable. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and get $2 grand on this. I'm gonna make a TikTok because I promised them I would. See if I can get 2 G's. Keyword is try to. I don't know, if I could make 300 bucks on this, I'd take it in and out the door. Well, let's get to work.
I don't have an opinion on somebody else's opinion on these ones.
Okay.
I found a no-clad dime and an air quarter that was really
Oh, this suspender, this is an 06.
Is it what? Yeah.
It's 06, I mean the toning is kind of cool, but yeah.
Yeah, there's no store, and this one is or it's an air. It's
Oh yeah.
It's a 2014 printed on
yeah, these
or struck on a.
Yeah, these go for like 10 bucks on the second-hand market.
Okay.
I give you 5 for it.
Oh, nice. That's cool. I'd never seen one before at all. So.
This is actually a pretty cool error.
Yeah, right.
People collect error coins. They're not worth a ton, but well, sometimes they can be, but usually like this, they're not. This would be something 10 bucks on eBay, but it's cool. So we got, boy, a whole assortment of bullion.
Yeah, right. All sorts of random stuff.
You know, I just saw one of these the other week. These are fun. It's like a $100 bill, but it's pure silver. 30 ounces it looks like. Let me just quickly test it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see how it's in the middle like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. So I'll just go through and do the rest of these pieces. How's 26 an ounce?
Oh, yeah, that sounds
That's
good.
okay? Perfect. 26 times 30 is gonna be 780 each cash. 750, 780. That's a good deal. So we got some good vintage stuff here, like really good vintage stuff. Like look at this. This doesn't have any kind of distinguishment on it, so this is probably from like the 70s or 80s.
Oh, that's really cool. That's
I'm gonna charge
really
50
nice.
an ounce. Look at this one.
Oh, that's really
Hand poured,
nice.
vintage. I almost never see the gram on
Yeah.
31.1 grams. All right, so shout out to The Vault, who just Instagram called me, which never done that before. Cool. The Vault wanted to buy this piece right here, and he had some very interesting information about it. I took one look at this piece, and I knew just because it's bland, there's nothing on it, and they don't really do that anymore. Like silver makers now make their bars generally pretty fancy, or like you just don't see blank designs, and if you do, chances are it's pretty old. So Darren bars, they usually have relation to Cripple Creek bars, and they are highly sought after vintage bars. They made railroad spikes, or Cripple Creek made railroad spikes out of silver, which is amazing. I've never seen one. That sounds super cool and collectible. But these bars are very collectible. He said, you know, I said, what's it worth? Like I knew it was gonna be worth more. I got, what did I get on this? $93. on it shipped, and you just saw I just paid 26 an ounce, 52, so quick 40 bucks. But like, you know, I got a great profit. I'm willing to get my money in and out like that. Again, 40 bucks is great. He's either gonna sell this for more, he's gonna keep it, he's getting a good deal, I'm happy too. But yeah, I knew this was gonna be a big seller. And also since I made an Instagram photo about this stuff, I'm getting a ton of messages, so I'm for sure gonna sell all this stuff. This is amazing. I didn't get the deal on camera because I did not want to make this guy uncomfortable and this is too good of a deal, but I just bought 400 ounces of silver, $1 under spot, which I haven't done in forever, so I'm making like, I blew it out right away to one of my rich customers. Like, I texted him, I was like, hey, you want to buy it $3 over? Yes, I do. So I made like a quick $1,000 off doing this deal, and then he also sold me all this stuff at $4. It's all plated, but some of these are vintage and expensive. I'm gonna save some of these for sure for my smelter. So this deal is very lucrative. I'm gonna probably make like $1,200 or $1,300 off of this, just like that. This is fabulous. My smelter just came through and he's got more art pours and he sold them to me at $4 over spot. If you guys remember the last batch of art pours that he sold them to me at I think $3 over spot. So I paid a median price of like $29 an ounce and I sold all of them for median price of $65 an ounce. Found money. So he just sold me almost 100 ounces. This is such boomer shit. This is from the Franklin Mint. America's greatest events. So they're art pours. They feature events from American history, like the Monroe Doctrine in this one. These ones I've already cracked out. They're tarnished. NATO, building the Capitol. I have a feeling that a lot of Franklin Mint customers now would like one that says storming the Capitol. Call it a hunch. First radio broadcast, Boston Tea Party. I bet this one will go for like $100. So, oh wow, that is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. Nice, shiny silver, tarnished silver. So all these, I could sell them for $2.50 a pack on eBay. That's what they're going for. Roughly 60, 70 bucks an ounce. At least some of these were going for $2.50. Some of these might even be more rare. This looks like the complete set, but it will behoove me and I will be able to sell these quicker if I just break them up and do them one by one, starting bid $1 and let the fish fight over it. Because I'm for sure gonna get more than I paid on this stuff. And he also sold me this. I've never seen one of these. Check this out. It's an off strike. It's a 1 ounce. It's vintage from the 80s. It was supposed to be 1 ounce, but it's 2 ounces. I don't know how this happened. It almost looks like a bell, but it's pure silver. Exactly 2 ounces, or 2 troy ounces. So I'm asking $100 on this piece. And god damn it, I'm gonna get my price. I always do. Just got a delivery from the Broke Bullion Boys over in the UK. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, this is great. This is actually exactly what I need for the store. A little Lady Liberty. Thank you guys. Let's try not to break it. I also love that this comes with a dollar bill. That is fucking amazing. Lego's like, yeah, America, liberty, it's about money. Who are we kidding? Nobody's kidding themselves here. I'm gonna stick that on top of my community board. Look at that, they sent me a nice note. Dear Pawn Man, we received our order and wanted to send you this as a little thank you. You have a lifelong customer in us at the Broke Bullion Boys. And they sent me their card. The Broke Bullion Boys, this will also go on my community board. I talk to these guys all the time. They're awesome. You guys should definitely give them a follow. Come on, camera. The Broke Bullion Boys. They also make good content. So we'll put that right there. Boom. I also have these Tiffany Company pieces, this little chain thing, and then this vintage bracelet, which is stamped. I covered the history of Tiffany Company in, I wanna say episode 10 of Pawn Man. It's a very interesting history, and there's a lot of interesting facts about Tiffany Company, but this stuff is so expensive. What happened was I was actually at like I got a tip that there was like a jewelry market at a brewery on a Sunday, and I went in the afternoon and it was already kind of picked over, and this was $80. And I'm looking at this thing like, does nobody see this? It's Tiffany Company for $85, it's a steal. So yeah, I just sold this for $150, and the reason I sold it for $150 is I've done business with the person who bought it before, so I wanted to give him a good deal. 80 bucks in, 150 out. I gotta pay sales tax on it, but still, that's a great profit right away. You know, I don't wanna monkey around, I wanna just get my money in and out. So this was a great find. If you guys ever see Tiffany Company stuff and it's under $100, absolutely buy it. You can resell it for more, like almost always. Let me show you guys what I got going out on eBay today. eBay has been very busy because I have a lot of really nice stuff and I've just been sitting on it for too long, and like I need I need operating capital right now. I don't have enough of it. So what I'm doing is I've just been blowing stuff out, starting bid $1, letting the fish fight over, because I'm starting to get a lot of eBay followers now. So when I put stuff up for $1, I can usually at least get my money out. And that's basically what happened here. I paid $300 on this piece. It's 14 karat gold cameo bracelet. I got $350 after eBay fees, all about break even. I paid $100 on this. I got $150, so I'll make like 10 bucks. I got like 25 on this. I paid probably 20. I think I paid 20 on each of these. I got 80 for each of them. So I did okay on this, but like I'm not doing huge dollars on the stuff, but I've been sitting on the stuff since I opened. I need the capital. So I just blew it out. I'm also doing that with Morgan Silver dollars, starting bid $1, let it ride. Because usually for most of them, I buy them between $20 and $25 and they end up between $30 and $35. So I'll make a little bit of money. If you guys want, head to my eBay. I'm gonna be doing this more and more, just starting bid $1 on stuff. It's really fun. I usually don't lose on it. And a profit's a profit, so if I can make a couple bucks, I'll make a couple bucks. But like the bottom line, the realization I've had is I just have too much money tied up in cool stuff, but I'm not gonna sell it right away, and I gotta turn stuff quickly, so that's what I'm doing. And it doesn't help that I just sunk $500 into these silly art prints, but I do think I will get my money out eventually on these. This is good. I am tickled pink. Look at this. I was expecting this to go for 20, 30 bucks tops. 203. I have maybe $5 into this lot. Maybe somebody brought me in a batch of nickels and I just paid them a blanket price for them. Obviously, what's going on here is somebody knows something I don't. There's a good date in this pile and I don't know what it is, and I honestly don't care because my God, I have like 5 or 10 bucks into this whole lot tops and I got 203. So money in, money out, let somebody else enjoy or make a profit on top. I could do the research and find out, but it wouldn't do me any good because then I might get salty and I'm not gonna cancel the sale. And I got other shit to do right now. Profit's a profit. Smile. And I'll be damned. I sold the NCAA ring. I did not get nearly as much money as I wanted. I got 185 on eBay, so after eBay fees, it's like I'll probably make about 50 bucks on this thing, which I guess isn't terrible for doing literally nothing, and it was fun to have in the store, so I am kind of sad to see it go. I did think I was going to get more for it, but that kind of seems to be my thing, as I often overestimate the worth of things, and then I'm disappointed. I guess 50 bucks profit, I'm not disappointed. I also would never wear this thing. When I had that big chain the other week, I wore that for about 5 minutes and I was just like, who would want to wear something this heavy? This is not comfortable. This is not comfortable. I don't know how, what's the dude who got jerked off? What's his name? Robert Kraft. I don't know how Robert Kraft does it with all those rings on his hand. I suppose Putin lightened his load by 1. Yeah, so this is going out. Glad that it is sold. All right, we got some gold coming in here. I just happened to be stopping by on a Sunday and one of my followers called me up and was like, I see you on TikTok all the time. I got some stuff. I was like, perfect timing, I'm here. So he brought these. My initial thought, just looking at them, it's either fake or it's Asian gold. Where do they come from?
So it's my grandma's.
Okay, so it's been in your family for a while. That's a good sign. Usually if it's old, it's, I suspect, this might be overlaid, but we'll find out. Yeah, it's not, it weighs like what jewelry would weigh. If it was like really light, that would be a problem. Where's my granite block? It's fake. Check it out. Oh, here it is. It's a cubic zirconium. When you're looking at diamonds and they are too good to be real, then chances are they're fake. So all we're gonna do is make a mark on this granite block, just rub some of the gold off. The fact that it's not easily coming off is also a bad sign. We'll start with 14 karat acid. Just drop a little bit off. If the mark holds, it's real. If it disappears like that, it is not good. Let's check 10 karat. Take 10 karat acid. See that? Slowly disappearing. It's not good. So we have deduced that there's no gold here. What it might be silver. Might be. If you want, I can put silver acid on it, but it'll leave a mark. It could damage it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead? Okay. So we're gonna put some of this on, and if it reacts and turns red, then it's good. If it turns blue or doesn't react, then it's not. And no reaction. Yeah, so these are costume pieces.
There you are.
Yeah. All right, so I will not be buying these because they are not genuine, but it's good to see, good to have content, good to have a nice person in here checking me out and spreading the word of my new story. So, let's get these in. I am fucking livid with Vivint. Oh my God, what a shitty company through and through. I'm so pissed off. So, these cameras broke. Like, they just straight up stopped recording, and I've been having this problem again and again, and I keep reporting it to them, and they keep being like, well, it just needs a reboot. The system just needs a reboot. So what'll happen is my cameras will stop recording. Like, they'll just stop picking up footage. They're still here, and like, I can view stuff live, but I can't rewind. And this has happened, like, I swear to God, like 10 times in like the 3 months since I've opened. And what happens is I don't check them every day because like I don't need to. Well, now I do, because I would look at my cameras and it's like, oh my God, they haven't been recording for days. I've been exposed this whole time. So I keep reporting it to this goddamn company. The only reason I went with this company is because they beat a local guy in a bid by about $1,500 to do my cameras. And it's like, okay, well, you're a better deal. But my God, at least the local guy would have given me some fucking customer service. I cannot believe how bad this customer service is. So bad I'm spitting on myself. I'm so pissed off. So like I said, I keep fucking reporting that these cameras are breaking, and it's like, it keeps happening. It's gotta be the hardware if it keeps happening again and again, and I keep getting the same like non-fix. Well, we'll just reboot the system. So finally, I had enough of it, and I was like, no, you need to send a technician out here, and they want me to pay for it. And it's like, my God, your equipment broke after not very long. You send it out. Why the fuck should I have to pay for it? I paid for this equipment that's not working. So with their solution, they took their sweet time sending me new cameras. I haven't had fucking cameras in here basically for like 4 or 5 days. I've been exposed, and you know, somebody came in here with a gun, I wouldn't have it on camera. I'm totally exposed for having made the mistake of relying on this company. What do? They're too cheap to send out a technician to fix it and give me some good customer service after battling me about it and not giving me an answer fixing it. And they sent me the fucking cameras to install my fucking self. I am so pissed off. Like, Jesus Christ, never use this service. I regret it so much. Fuck this company, capital F. I hope they see this and improve. Like, your customer service should not be this bad. You're in the business of protecting people, and I'm not protected. I just have to go downstairs and get the fucking ladder. As somebody who tries really hard to give good customer service, when I get bad customer service, I mean, I don't want to say I'm like a Karen, but it's glaringly apparent when it's bad. And it's like, don't do that. It is not hard to give good customer service. I've done customer service for 10 years. All kinds of shit pisses me off, but when you have a customer who has a legitimate claim and problem, and you can very easily fix that problem, but you'd rather be cheap about it, oh, then fuck off. Fuck off, mate. This is my absolute last straw with this company. If I do all this and I still have a fucking problem, and this problem keeps happening, then not only am I going to cancel my service, I am going to devote a lot of time to shit talking their company. Does Pawn Man have to strike a bitch? So the next day, I spent probably about 3 hours on the phone with Vivint or Vivint or whatever the fuck they're called, trying to communicate to their customer service that I installed the new cameras, and they're still not working. And oh my God, I wasted so much time with this fucking robot of a person who had me walk through the same steps that I've been like, look, I've done this already. I've done it. Hour and a half wasting my time. Of course, it doesn't go anywhere. The cameras still don't fucking work. And they want to charge me $50 to send out a technician. And it's like, I just wanted you to send out a technician from the get-go. Why can't you just give me some basic customer service? I went with you guys over a local mom and pop because you were cheaper, and I've regretted it every step of the way. So finally, after this fucking gauntlet of being on the phone and having like people walk in here, and I'm trying to train my new guy, and like I just don't have time to devote to this, and like they're fucking making it my problem even though it's their equipment that broke. Finally, they agreed to send somebody free of charge, but they're not gonna come until next week, and they're coming between the hours of 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. and I close at 5, so I gotta wait around here after hours. Heed my warning. Vivint, whatever the fuck they are called, is the worst service, so unreliable. Do not use them. I signed some kind of a contract with them, so I have to look at how I'm gonna basically break that contract and fire them, because I assume the shit's gonna break again, because it's broken I don't know how many fucking times, but steer clear of this company at all costs. That is the Pawn Man recommendation. What a horrible, horrible company with atrocious customer service. What is going on, you guys? We're Between the Pawn. I'm Evan Kale, and I own a gold and silver business. How's the week been? Every week it's getting busier and busier. It's really starting to resemble the old shop in terms of the volume of sales that we're doing. Every day I have like a mountain of packages going out. Juliet was on vacation. Thank God she's back. I hired more help. I'm just getting overwhelmed, but this is a good thing because this is, great for business. Some notes about my new hire. You will see him in the background on stuff. He does not want to be on camera. I'm gonna respect his anonymity. I don't wanna make him uncomfortable, so his face will be blurred out. He's gonna be in an upcoming episode of Pawn Man. We did a deal and I used it as like a training experience, and I've done some other like little like training stuff with him on camera, but again, he just doesn't wanna be on YouTube, and I totally respect that, so you guys will not see his face. Couple quick things I wanna talk about before I get into questions. Number one, I can't accommodate specific items for you guys. The amount of times I get somebody messaging me being like, hey, do you have this one silver bullion round from this one series that's really obscure that like I've literally like never seen before? I can't accommodate that because this is a small business and I now have 60,000 followers on TikTok, about halfway to 7,000 of you guys on here. I do wish this would grow faster, I will say, but I always bitch about that every episode. I'm spitting on myself again. But I can't accommodate specific, like really difficult things to get. You're gonna have to scour the internet and find those things. The other thing is I've got so many messages coming in every day, so many people messaging me about stuff that, yeah, there's no way that I could remember that you want something specific. Like if I do happen to see it, there's no way in hell I'm gonna remember like, oh yeah, Billy in Indiana wants this 3 months ago. That's right. Okay, next thing I wanna talk about is the Pokemon cards. So I just had my recent episode, Pokemania. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go check it out. I do feel the monologue, the informative part that I made about the history of Pokemon is one of my better monologues on Pawn Man. But a lot of you guys pointed out that there was a Pokemon card deal which kicked off why I talked about the history of Pokemon in the episode. And I fucking way overpaid for those Pokemon cards. And I know that I overpaid because I'm the guy who paid for them. Like the amount of people who messaged me were like, oh dude, you way overpaid. Like, yes, I know. So the Hitmonchan, I got $56 for. I did what I've been doing lately because my eBay presence is growing so much. I do starting bid $1 on stuff, and because I have so many followers, it just naturally, people will just start bidding on it like automatically. So it's gambling, but I usually am not losing money when I'm doing this. I've also been doing that with medium grade Peace and Morgan silver dollars. I can get these things all day long, and I can get them for 20 to 25, and I can sell them for between 30 and 60. So it's pretty good. And like what I've been doing again is just starting bid $1. Anyway, so I blew out, I wanted to see what I would get on the Hitmonchan. And I did starting bid $1, I got 56, I paid 125. So obviously I lost some money there. I got a couple Pokemon cards from the same guy. The next day, I did not get that on camera. I paid 20 bucks for a first edition, was it first edition? No, it wasn't a first edition, but it was a holographic Blastoise. I got $70 for that, and I had a Mr. Mime that was a first edition holograph, and I got like 30 for that. So I made 80 on that. That about gets me back to 0 on the Hitmonchan. I'm still out with the Terran. 250. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just hold it. I have it on eBay for like $450 or something, and I'm gonna just keep it. And you know what? I might have it for a couple years, but I can keep it. I can keep it in my showcase. It will signify to people walking in here that I will buy Pokemon cards. I just learned my lesson that I can't overpay and I gotta be really careful. I did just buy this from a follower. I traded him 1 Morgan and 9 silver dimes for, that's a book of cards. Most of them are newer. The newer ones are not as expensive. Some of these are older. I bet I'll make, I don't know, I bet I'll make 20, 30 bucks off of this deal. So like I'm still down to buy Pokemon cards. I just need to be really careful, and this is a bubble that is going to pop. I don't think it's gonna go to 0. Yeah, I overpaid. Lesson learned. Part of doing this business is I'm learning things every day. I also want to thank Salvador Mejia. Figured out who the general is. Nobody's been able to tell me who that general is. His name is Semyon Bodioni. Semyon Bodioni. And honestly, I haven't done any more research besides seeing his name. He might be like a butcher of World War II. I honestly don't know. I gotta look into it. I'm a little afraid to look into it. Maybe he's a good guy. He died in 1973. And the painting that I have is from probably the 70s. So somebody painted it probably as a commemoration, like right when he died. But it's really great to know who he is, and it's not Stalin. And now I can tell people, because I get asked all the time. I have not been able to identify him. So thank you, Salvador. That's so awesome. I'm so impressed that you were able to pick out who he is and tell me this and finally illuminate who's hanging behind me when I make my TikToks. That's what I want to talk about. Let's get into the questions for the week. So into the questions. Benjamin Madsen asks, what are some things that you outright will not buy even if the price is right? I know you talked about not wanting to sit on trading cards, but what about collectibles, stamps, comic books, records, etc.? I'll tell you guys 3 items outright that I will not buy no matter what. Stamps, furniture, glass china. Those are 3, forget it. I don't care if it's $1, well, Shouldn't say that. If it's $1 for a lot of stuff, I'd buy it because I can't really go wrong with $1. But no, no stamps, no furniture, no glass china, expensive militaria, things that I can't verify if they're real or not. So like you guys remember that German paratrooper knife that came in here a couple episodes ago? Guy wanted $1,500 on it, and potentially that was a good price. I can't believe the shape that thing was in. If it's real, it belongs in a museum. It might be worth thousands more, but I'm not good enough to tell you if it was real or not. I'm not an expert in militaria. It looked real, it felt real, but there's a counterfeit good for everything. I've covered this so many different times. Counterfeiting is a multi-billion dollar industry. World War II goods get counterfeited. If it looks too good to be true, chances are it is. Nazi shit gets counterfeited a lot because it can be high dollar item stuff. The knife that he brought in didn't have any swastikas on it or anything, but it was definitely like a German knife. So something like that where it's expensive, but I am taking a huge gamble buying it. I might sit on it for a while. It's gonna tie up a lot of my operating capital, and I can't verify if it's real because I just don't know enough. Something like that is something like I'm not gonna buy, but overall, you know, if the price is right, I'll try and buy it. Okay, next question. Jared Ronkos wants to know, how do you make money on scrap gold? If someone offers 95% of scrap, are you just profiting 5% or only 2 to 5% with margins from who you sell it to? I get about 96% of melt when I sell to, well, there's a local guy in town who I sell a lot of stuff to. I buy a lot of bullion from him. And then there's a smelter that works with a company, and I buy a lot of stuff from them too. They're who I keep getting these art pour bars from. What happens is people will turn stuff over to them just to melt down to get the silver value out right away, because I do think they pay more than like a shop like me will for silver. But what I've instructed the guy who works there to do is when he gets that stuff, don't melt it down, call me. I'll pay whatever over spot, because it's like I can make really good money on it. I bought those art pour bars, the Hamilton Mint ones, for I think $29.50 a bar, and I'm getting between 45 and 65 between eBay and TikTok. So I get about 96% of melt. Not always, but usually pretty close to it. And I buy at about 80% of melts, or sometimes less. See, it's all very situational. I'm reading the room. If you come in with a big sign on your head that says, I don't know what I'm doing, it's like, well, I'm gonna lowball you, I have to. And hey, it's my first offer. Again, I say this all the time, you're welcome to counter. If you don't, what am I supposed to do? Say, no, let me pay you more. Let me hurt my business more than I need to. Okay, final question. Paul Bryant, hi Paul. Paul wants to know, how do you keep up with growing inventory and your growing cash turnover rates? I'm just trying to liquidate stuff, keep the money moving. I don't want to sit on anything for more than a month if I don't have to. What I just did recently on eBay was I went through my store, and like a lot of the cool stuff that I bought when I was first opening up, stuff that I've been sitting on basically since I opened, I blew it out. If it's not doing me any good here, I've had it for 4 months, I'm not getting my money out on it. And it's like, you know, I can get, let's say I put $25 into something and I'm not getting the $50 I thought I was gonna get. Well, I don't like taking 20, but I might need that money. And like right now, I need that money. So I'll blow it out and just keep that going to keep the cash turned over. And like, yeah, I might lose $5 on this thing, but the money I'm using for that is gonna help me buy something else that I might make $20, $30, $40, $50 on. So that's the bottom line, is I just don't wanna sit on anything for too long, and I'm being really vigilant about like looking around my store and seeing what's moving and what's not, and liquidating the stuff that isn't. Fuck, if I make $1 on something, it's better than losing $1 or losing 10 or 100. I had some really beautiful antique gold pieces, some cameos and some other items that I just wasn't getting the money on them. So I blew them out and I broke even on them. But hey, I took that money off the table. Now I can use it for other stuff. I got a guy coming in tomorrow who's selling me more than $10,000 worth of gold. So I need that money. Hopefully that answers your question, Paul. All right, and that'll about do it for this Between the Pawn. If you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you have questions for the next Between the Pawn, put them in the comments section. I will try to answer them on the next one. One thing really quick before I go, I lost a couple Patreons, and I'm currently now not getting enough money on Patreon to cover my expenses for creating YouTube. I humanly don't have enough time to edit these videos. I can't, I just can't. It was killing me at the old shop, and I'm working even more at this shop. So I need my editor, and I'm getting currently just under $400 right now a month on Patreon. So I'm losing about $200 a month just to create and keep YouTube going. I believe that this is my golden goose for the long term. I'm trying to get a TV deal. I can't tell you guys what's going on behind the scenes. There is something that's going on. That's all I can say. So I need to keep at YouTube because this is the product I am trying to sell. And I really do believe that this is my best product. It would be a shame to lose this. I will not shut this down. But like if I lose all my Patreons, I don't know what I'm gonna do because I can't afford $600 a month and I don't have the time to have an editor. So if you guys wanna become a Patreon, $1 a month, you guys, I got 6,000 of you. If I could get 10% of you to give me $1 a month, it would cover my problems. If you're a Patreon that's giving me $1 a month, you get your name in the credits and you get to see Pawn Man early. If you're giving me more than $1 a month, there's like reward tiers. Admittedly, I have to go and clean up the reward tiers because it was when I worked at the old shop and I can't accommodate what I promised then, but I do like, one guy gives me $250 a month and I send him some really cool stuff every month. I don't send him $250 worth of stuff because I need the money. I bet I send him about $125 to $150 a month just to keep him happy because I need him. So yeah, you guys, please, please, please become a Patreon. Share these videos. I could really use some more reviews. Get my books, follow me on social media, and I will see you guys back here for another episode of Pawn Man. Later, guys.